This is Wintergirls, number 53. The receptionist, Sheila isn't at her desk. Probably left early to cook for Christmas. I put my ear up to the closed door to Dr. Parker's inner office. Someone is crying on the other side. Parker's voice murmurs, then comes the annoying ding of the session timer. I keep my eyes on the floor while the crying patient crosses through the waiting room and opens the door to the storm outside, still snuffling and hiccuping with sobs. Dr. Parker always goes to the bathroom between sessions and sometimes takes a meditation break. I'll be at least 5 minutes. It'll be at least 5 minutes before she calls me in. I came prepared, armed with my knitting. I need to finish this scarf, shawl, blanket thing so I can start on something for Emma. A hat maybe, or a sweater for her stuffed elephant. I look out the window. A car is stuck in the parking lot. The engine races as the driver spins her tires, pushing the accelerator but going nowhere fast. Plows lumber by, chains tinkling, blades sending up sparks as they scrape the ice from the road. Everything is buried in the snow. It looks like a different world. Sucks, doesn't it? Cassie says. My heart crash bangs into my ribs. She's sitting across the room, feet propped up on the coffee table, the magazine in her lap folded open to a crossword puzzle. She's dressed for the weather. Blue coffin dress, gray ski jacket, knit cap with matching mittens on the chair next to me, damp boots lined with fur. They never give you a break. It's always talk to the shrink, talk to your mother, do what you're told, why can't you grow up? She fills out a couple of boxes in the puzzle, then erases them. 13 down. Do you know a 4-letter word for contract? Why won't you leave me alone? I miss you. The back of my throat tastes like I might pass out. I lean against Sheila's desk and pinch one of the cuts between my ribs. The pain lights me up like a taser. You know what Emma saw, right? Cassie writes an answer in the puzzle. Bind. That'll fit. Maybe. I can't believe I did that to her. You don't deserve to live. She says it like she's telling me which pair of jeans fits better. Use a bigger knife next time. Cut deeper. Get it over with. I don't think I want to die. She snorts. Yeah, right. You can't even eat a bowl of cereal without having a meltdown. Do you honestly think you'll ever do something difficult, like, say, go to college? Or get a job? Maybe live on your own? What about shopping in the grocery store? Ooh, scary. The toilet in Dr. Parker's office flushes. I inch toward the door. Why are you being so mean? Friends tell the truth. Yeah, but not to hurt, to help. One instant she's in the chair by the window. The next she's standing in front of me, right up in my face, dropping the temperature below 0. Her skin is rough like a cemetery statue. Her smell is choking. You want me to help you, Leah? Can you kill a ghost by driving a knitting needle through her heart? Or at least put her back in the ground where she belongs? Help you like you helped me? She stretched out the last word until it rattles in her throat. How's this then? You're not skinny. You're a pus-filled whale. Your mom wishes she had given you up for adoption. Your dad secretly thinks you're not really his kid. People laugh at you when you're fat jiggles. You're ugly. You're stupid. You're boring. The only thing you're good at is starving, but you can't even do that right. You're a waste. She winks. And that's why I love you. Hurry up, okay? Dr. Parker opens the door. Ready? 54. She turns on the space heater and gives me an emergency blanket to put on top of the ugly hair Afghan. Sorry it's so cold. They really need to replace these windows. I curl into a ball on the couch, clutching my knitting to my stomach. She assumes her position behind the desk. You've had a rough time of it. I'm really happy you're here. I imagine those stitches are hurting. This is where I keep my mouth shut for 15 minutes, pluck the white fuzz on my arms, but my heart is filled with poison, and it's swelling, throwing itself against the bone cage so hard my teeth are rattling and my stitches want to pop. It feels like they pumped an entire ocean into me, my lips say. Because of the IV fluids? She asks. I slosh every time I move. You were very dehydrated. Had you stopped drinking too, even water? I take the knitting out of the bag. Knit, knit, purl. I don't remember. Maybe. How are the cuts? The stitches hurt more than the cuts. The doctor put in too many of them. I can hardly move without ripping them open. She lets a quiet minute flow by, then asks, Can I see the stitches? No, I say, not yet. She nods. What else is bothering you? That smell is driving me crazy. Crap, I wasn't going to say that. What smell? I put the needles in my lap and watch as the yarn winds itself around my hands. You don't smell it, do you? She shakes her head slowly, afraid to startle this strange talking girl who is covered in my skin. Can you describe it? At first I thought it was cookies, Christmas cookies, and that I was smelling it because my stupid brain was trying to trick me into eating, but it's not that. It's Cassie. When I smell it, she's close by. Cassie, your friend who died last month. Ginger, cloves, and sugar, like burning cookies. At first it was nice. It reminded me of her. Now it scares me. I don't quite understand. Oh God, oh God. I am on top of the highest mountain. The icy ground is shaking. An earthquake. The world beneath me opening up with fire. Steel arms ready to pull me down. I have to move. I can't stay here anymore. I throw myself down the mountain and open my mouth. I tell about Nana Merrigan's funeral and the shadows that have hovered on the edges of things ever since. I tell her about seeing ghosts in store windows and old mirrors and how most of them are quite nice, but not all. As my lips move, the room stretches long and narrow, like the red rubber walls are being pulled by giant hands. Dr. Parker's voice shrinks as her desk moves farther and farther away from me. Do the ghosts frighten you? Cassie does. The yarn tightens around my hands until my fingers are purple. Can you tell me about that? I tell her. I tell her every freaking Cassie story. How she sat up in her coffin, how she watched me at night, how she crawled into my head, haunting every step, made it snow in the drugstore, how I stopped taking my pills, took extra pills, worked out for hours at night, stopped eating, stopped drinking, cut and cut to make her go away, to make everything go away. How nothing works. Rain, rain, rain pours down my face, nearly drowning me. Dr. Parker keeps her tiny spider eyes locked on mine, coaxing the word out by sitting motionless in the center of her web, hardly breathing. I talk until my throat is empty and I have no feeling in my hands. She comes out from behind the desk and gently unwinds the yarn. The blood burns back into my fingers. She wipes my tears with a soft tissue and sits next to me. Who else knows about this? Nobody. No, wait, that's not true. Cassie knows. You never told your parents about seeing ghosts, not when you were younger? No way. Mom would have told me to cut the drama. Dad would have suggested I think about majoring in poetry, maybe plan on a PhD in Gothic. They never hear me. They can barely see me. I'm a doll that they've outgrown. Dr. Parker pulls a cherry cough drop out of the pocket of her cardigan, unwraps it, and puts it in her mouth. She clicks it against her teeth for a minute. Outside, the snow piles higher and higher. Finally, she speaks. Why are you telling me this today? I swallow hard. I'm already in over my head. Might as well give her everything. Cassie's trying to kill me. She says I'm trapped between the living and the dead, and she wants me on her team. She's in your waiting room right now, working on a crossword puzzle. You saw her there? Dr. Parker rubs the back of my hand with her fingertips. I told her to leave me alone. She won't. Ding. The shut up now timer interrupts me. She presses her lips together and stands slowly, stretching the muscles in her legs and back. Can you see Cassie now? No, she's not in here. She's on the other side of that door, or she was. Go check the crossword puzzle. She got 13 down wrong. She wrote bind. It should have been oath. As I explained, Dr. Parker pours water into a styrofoam cups and sticks it in the microwave. You could check the magazine. I stuff my yarn into the bag. I'm not making this up. I'm not hallucinating. It's as real as the blood on my bandages or that cough drop in your mouth. There is no way of proving who filled out that puzzle, she says. But I told you about the mistake she made. She takes the cup out of the microwave, sticks a tea bag in it, adds a packet of sugar, and stirs it with a plastic stick. You could have seen that when you were flipping through the magazine or made the mistake yourself. I suppose. There are voices in the waiting room, the next patient desperate enough to come out on Christmas Eve day in a snowstorm. Dr. Parker hands me the cup. Tea, she says, always helps. I sip. It tastes like sweetened pencil shavings. She sits back at her desk and picks up her pen. I'm really proud of you, Leah. You accomplished more today than in the last 2 years. She makes a note on a yellow pad. Do I have your permission to discuss this session? I blow my nose. Sure, why not? Thank you. I want to talk to the new season's director about this. We may want to develop a different treatment plan. This facility might not be the right place for you. I blow my nose. I can stay at home and be treated as an outpatient? She writes down another note before she speaks. No, that's not what I said. Something in her voice freezes me, my hand in the air, reaching for another tissue. I don't get it. I think we should consider a psychiatric care facility. There is a booming noise outside, thunder in the middle of the snow. The windows shake. She keeps talking like it's an everyday thing, like she's in the habit of throwing scared little girls into nut houses. You deserve the best, she continues, skilled people who know how to bring your mind back into balance. When the hallucinations and delusions are under control, it will be easier for you to work on your self-image issues and the relationships that cause you so much pain. You think I made it up, I say. You don't believe that I see ghosts. I believe that you've created a metaphorical universe in which you can express your darkest fears. In one aspect, yes, I believe in ghosts, but we create them. We haunt ourselves, and sometimes we do such a good job we lose track of reality. She stands up. I hate to stop now, but I have another patient waiting. You really should be proud of yourself, Leah. You made a breakthrough today. How are you getting home? Jennifer. She pulls aside the curtain and looks into the parking lot. Black SUV, right? I don't see it out there. She hates driving in bad weather. I'm sure she'll be here soon. Excuse me, but did you say 2 minutes ago that you were recommending I go to a full-on nut house for crazy people just because I finally told you the truth? Crossed out all of that. Better late than never. I follow her to the waiting room, where a very pissed-off mom is yelling in whispers at her daughter, whose eyes look like murder. Dr. Parker waves them into her chamber. Take care, Leah, she tells me. I'll call you tomorrow.